Hello, welcome back to the channel. So, yes, the unexpected just happened because the naval officer who confronted Wike, the FCC minister, last week reportedly survived an assassination attempt last night, and this has generated heated conversations online. According to reports, two unmarked Elos vans with no plate numbers and men in black were said to be spotted. In fact, he had to use strategic maneuvers to escape the assassination attempt. But wait, the police are now saying, see, this assassination attempt you people are spreading, saying it's never happened. So what's the truth? Stay with me because I'll be breaking down everything you need to know. And before anyone says, oh, this is fake news, let me be very clear. Major Nigerian newspapers including Vanguard News, BBC, Parallel Facts, Nigerian Stories have reported this story. What I'm doing is that I'm just breaking it down so you can understand what is happening. And if you appreciate straightforward updates like this, where I don't take sides or attack anyone, just straight to the point, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And as you are watching, go ahead, hit the like button. It helps the channel grow. Alright, so here's what happened. Lieutenant A.M. Yerima, the naval officer who stood his ground when Wike and his boys tried to enter that disputed land in Abuja some days ago, reportedly escaped an assassination attempt on Sunday evening around 6:30 p.m. Let me break down exactly what was reported and why the police are now denying it. Well, according to Vanguard newspaper, military sources said that Lieutenant Yerima was trailed by unidentified men dressed in black. Just imagine, in a situation where we are still battling with insecurity. Now, these men were said to be riding in two unmarked Elos vans with no number plates. Now, they allegedly followed him from the Nimco filling station off Kubwa Expressway all the way to Gado Nasco Way. According to sources, the officer noticed that these people were following him and he had to execute what they called a strategic maneuver just to escape the suspected assailants. And before you know it, the military didn't take long. The military sources said the matter is now under investigation and is receiving the seriousness it deserves. They said they are withholding further details so as to not compromise the investigation. And now, let's look at it this way because this is happening just days after that viral video where Lieutenant Yerima had that tense confrontation with FCT Minister one and only Nyesom Wike over the disputed land which belongs to a former chief of naval staff. Recall, in that particular video, Wike was shouting, the officer stood his ground. It sparked nationwide debate. And to our surprise, after that confrontation, military veterans across Nigeria criticized Wike for verbally insulting the officer. They rejected calls for any disciplinary action against Lieutenant Yerima. According to what the spokesman for the Coalition of Retired Veterans, Mr. Abiodun, he even warned that ex-service members would occupy Wike's office and residence if the officer faced any punishment. Now, he said military personnel owe allegiance to Nigeria, not individual public officials, maybe like ministers, senators, only the commander-in-chief. And he demanded that Wike must apologize for calling the officer a fool on camera. And after that incident, Wike, during his media parley, he was denying that he never called the officer a fool. On camera, for that matter, his exact words were, how can a public office holder call an officer a fool on camera? Such conduct undermines national institutions. Let's just say like 90% of people didn't like the way FCC Minister Nyesom Wike handled the situation because even the Minister of Defense, Muhammad Baduru Abubakar, also assured that no military personnel acting lawfully will be sanctioned. He said, and I quote, we will always protect officers on lawful duty. Any officer doing his job lawfully will be protected. You could imagine that statement coming from the Chief of Defense. But what's the police take in this whole situation? And here's where it gets confusing. According to the FCT Police Command, they have now come out to debunk the assassination attempt report. And according to the police spokesperson, SP Josephine Ade, released a statement saying, see, the command wishes to categorically state that no such incident has been reported or recorded anywhere within the Federal Capital Territory. So, she's essentially saying this thing never happened and she called it false information and urged the public to disregard it and stop spreading unverified claims. And just like I said earlier, I'm not here to take sides or attack anyone. I'm just here to update you on what is happening. And the moment I saw it, I just knew I had to bring it here so that people can actually know what is happening. Now, she said people should report suspicious activity to the nearest police station instead of spreading rumors. And if you went online now, you are going to see all kinds of opinions spreading. So now we have military sources saying it happened. Vanguard newspaper reported it, but the police are saying it never happened and no report was filed. Now, who should we believe? Because we now have a triangle puzzle situation. On one side, the military said it happened. On the second side, the police said it never happened. And on the other side, we have top media outlets saying it happened. So what is really going on here? Why would military sources report an assassination attempt if it didn't happen? And why would the police deny something that was allegedly under investigation? Because this has caused massive confusion and reactions online, with people asking, what exactly is happening in this country? Reason with me, just few days ago, Trump threatens invasion. Some days after, UK declares some states unsafe for us in this country. I'm not even exaggerating. Some people are saying the military sources are telling the truth and the police are covering it up. Others are saying maybe the officer didn't officially report it to the police, which is why they have no record. And some are saying the whole thing might have been exaggerated or misunderstood. See, I'm not gonna lie. What we know for sure is that tensions are very high after that weekend confrontation, because veterans are ready to protest if anything happens to the officer. Don't forget, the defense minister has promised protection, and now we have conflicting reports about an alleged assassination attempt. This is what I found. If this is true, then it is bigger than politics. It is a threat to the institution itself. You can't have a young officer stand his ground publicly and then suddenly survive an attempt days later. That's not coincidence. That's a pattern. The real question Nigerians should be asking is, who feels threatened enough to silence a junior officer? Until there's transparency, this story won't sit well with anyone. Three things causing confusion. The military says it happened. The media outlets reported it, they confirmed it, while on the other side, the police are denying it. Well, that is the update for now. If you appreciate honest updates like this, where I break down confusing situations without bias and without taking sides or attacking anyone, please go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates as they act back to back. Do well to share this video on your WhatsApp status, post it in your Facebook groups, tweet it. Let's keep everyone informed. And by the way, I covered the full Wike vs. Soldier story, including Rufai's reaction and the latest government's response. Make sure you watch that video next. I will link it at the end. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay critical, and let's keep our leaders accountable. I will see you in the next one.